then I will.
All right, I just got the notification that I am indeed live.
Okay.
Hey ho, let me know when it pops up in on your end.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Up off to a flawless
Okay.
start at this point. Let me
Okay.
just.
I can see the screen.
All right, perfect. Just post a link in our Discord chat. Yep, I can see your comment. And my keyboard's probably going to be a little bit annoying. No, moderator, just so everything goes swimmingly. All right, I'm going to copy that link address and then paste it in Twitter and give that a nice little tweet. Looks like we're doing Abyss today, which is going to be fun. As much fun as I can make it. But
Okay. Quickly jump in the other stream. I will let people know that you will work a little bit on this.
All right, perfect.
We'll have to share it in the line groups and everything and get it going.
All right, perfect. I'm going to be doing Abyssal Legends, but I lack an Aegon. And
I may. It's about to enjoy the time, and that's all good.
Yep. But it'll be fun. I can't guarantee that it's gonna be anything besides just fighting with Human Torch against Darkhawk.
Yeah, but maybe wait a little bit until the people are rolling in.
All right.
So maybe you can add a little bit input on why you're choosing the team, what's your strategy behind it.
Oh yeah, certainly. I have everything planned out. I swear.
Yeah. So then, then let's like give it a few minutes so the people roll over, and really then you can tell the people what's your mind behind it.
All right, we'll do.
Novo is already handing over the screen. I will quickly jump over to him in the chat.
Hey everybody. In terms of Abyss planning, I will be heading down on my map, Path 4, which I'll add it as a source here, but it's going to be the path with Darkhawk, Luke Cage, Killmonger, Gladiator Hulk, Yellow Jacket, Mordo, Mephisto, Ghost Rider, Korg, Hood, MODOK, Morningstar, Darkhawk, Red Skull, Bishop, Symbiote Supreme, Massacre, Omega Red, Hyperion, Killmonger, Karnak, and Collector. So it's gonna be it's gonna be an experiment. Yes, Kat, I am doing Abyss. This is gonna be a very interesting experience. Let's just say that. Let me just add a few mods here. Captain Bay, Champion Nova, Cat, you're all mods. But this is gonna be. This is I can't again. This is gonna be one very, very long stream. But let me talk you through my thought process here. As hopefully I'm adding an image here about my Abyss map. Alright. So, let me talk to you about what's happening here. I lack an Aegon. I lack a Doom. I lack pretty much everything that you're gonna need for a successful stream. Well, a successful Abyss stream, at least. Alright. Hey, guys. Just joined the chat.
What's up, Clombering?
Hey.
Do you actually hear us on the stream?
All right, that's a very good question. I'm gonna see if I can tune your individual audios so that way I can hear you. C-Mesh, you're a little low, so I'm gonna raise your volume a little bit. Stream, let me know if there are any issues with audio. God help us non-Aegon owners. Spoken like a true non-Aegon owner, MSD. Also no mod. All right, so let me run down my. I will not be completing the Abyss in this stream, but I will be recording it and hopefully uploading it as a separate VOD after this. But you may notice my very abnormal team composition. Right now, I have Namor, Human Torch, Ronan, Symbiote Supreme, and Omega Red. All right.
I like that Ronin inclusion. Like, he doesn't get that much hype that he deserves.
Agreed. I'm gonna be using him specifically to cheese Red Skull. So I think I may be the first person. I haven't seen a single person here, well, on YouTube at least, to use Ronin against Red Skull. I also kind of want to test his ability against Luke Cage, because Luke Cage has 2 active buffs and a potential at 3. So I'm gonna see if I can perma-stun him. But it's gonna be risky.
I think KT1 did a video about it yesterday.
Really?
I think yes, I think it works. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw something on it.
Really? All right. Well, if need be, my original team composition had Medusa switched out for Namor, and it would have gone pretty well. Seaton used Ronan. All right.
What?
I guess I'll be following Seaton, which I guess everybody is, since he was the first person in the world to do it. What sig is that, Ronan? Not high enough. He is sig 104. It's the real answer.
I don't think I've seen anybody put in Omega.
Put in Omega? I'm using him for his immunities. Against Hood, I'm going to be using him and Namor, hopefully. Well, I'm using him for his immunities. That's all it is, period.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk about the Twitter idea you had.
Oh, yes. So right now, if you go on Twitter and you look at my pinned comment, you will see a little thing that I'm doing. If you want to go onto my Twitter and duel me at Clobbering Time, which I'm going to post my in-game name in chat right now. If you duel me and you tag me in a photo of you dueling me with a Namor, I will donate $1 to the Australian charity. all for your name. And it will not count as any donations for any other sources, but it will be pretty good. I'll count it up and tally it up at the end of the stream, and whew, it's going to be pretty great. So this is going to be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to doing this with you guys, and I'm happy to help. But let me run down the full path of what I'm doing, and let me get an image source. I'm sorry about the keyboard, but it's mechanical. I love it. So that's what I'm gonna be using. Right, open image in new tab. That is a minuscule image. That is not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, if you want to donate yourself, there's a link in the description.
Yes. I have a whole demonstration that I'm about to do. And it should be going swimmingly. This map. Let me just save everything and make sure it all works well. Alright, you guys should see an Abyss map about to pop up on screen. Alright, so let me run you down my plan for this Abyss run. Oh, MSD, if you'd like to hop on call, feel free to. It'd be great to have some commentators, because I'm going to be focused on this one a little bit. So,
is he in the Discord?
Is he? If not, shoot him an invite.
Yeah, I don't see him in here, so maybe.
Alright. I have him added as a friend, I believe, so I should be able to...
Sorry, I'm just a little bit busy sending out the word into the German community.
Alright. MSD, I've sent you a link. All right. Sorry, we're just getting everything smoothed up and ready to rock. All right, so Abyssal Legends prep. Let's go over the teams that I'm using and why I'm using those individual characters and what fights I'll be taking with them. All right, first up, the big baddie, Killmonger. Killmonger's going to be hard countered by Namor, but that's not the one I'm caring about. Darkhawk. So my 6-star Human Torch is unduped. And I do mean that. Alright. Transform. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so my 6-star Human Torch is unduped, which means I'm going to be having to use a relatively passive playstyle and not rely on the huge burst damage of a SIG. So, do I hear a Metal Sonic dude? I do. Hey, what's up, man? Ooh, I see you talking, but not hearing you.
Don't hear him.
Oh, he just left. All right. Hopefully he's just getting his mic set up, but...
Clobbering, do you have the Streamlabs up?
I do. I can see chat.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Gladiator Hulk is missing from this path, but it should be relatively easy once I get Despair ramped up for Human Torch to be able to take him down. And because I don't have his pre-fight ability activated, I'll be able to take him down relatively easily. But in terms of this fight, Darkhawk, I'll be bringing Human Torch against. Luke Cage, I'll be bringing Namor against. Due to his bleed immunity and the high damage special 3s, I should be able to take him down quickly. Killmonger, I'll be using Namor. Gladiator Hulk, I'll be using Human Torch. Yellow Jacket, I'll be using Namor as well. Against Mordo, I'll be using Human Torch. Mephisto, Human Torch. Ghost Rider, Human Torch. Korg, I will be using Namor, probably. Hood, I'll be using Omega Red. MODOK, I doubt we'll be getting that far, but best case scenario, I'll be using Namor for that one. And for Morningstar, I will be using Omega Red. All right.
And I don't like, you got 4,000 units. Did you have a lot of potions and revives?
I do. I have quite a lot of revives. Plus my wallet's open, so those are all farmed units. But let's just get into this. So let me just remove that overlay. Hello. Sorry, I just heard someone join. Oh, Nova muted himself. All right.
Yeah, let's get it go.
All right, have a good one, Nova. It's great having you.
Oh, no, I'm still in. I'm just like...
Huh?
I'm like moving around. Sorry.
All right, no problem. Oh, I heard a pip from MSD.
Hello.
Hey, MSD. What's up?
Nothing much, man. Support you guys and support you collaborating in your Abyss run.
Thank you.
Of course.
Gonna be boosting up a bit, but an important thing for this Human Torch Darkhawk matchup is I'm only running level 1 Despair right now, so I won't be doing the cheese strategy of using Darkhawk's mode shift regen to reverse it and deal extra damage. So I'm just gonna be doing straight Torch versus Darkhawk gameplay. And baiting out the special ones for those extra ones.
Yeah, I'm only running one of Despair as well.
So this should be interesting. So I'm getting into this, but I'm gonna see if I can just keep on the down quiet right now. But if you guys want to commentate over this, feel free to.
So what is your plan for Luke Cage, if I may ask?
Namor.
Namor, really?
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. Curious to see how that plays out.
Me too.
Alrighty, buddy. Here you go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh.
You don't have to respond anymore. I can kind of... The rest of us can take over and chat. Focus up. You got this.
Yeah. It says you have to say it's clobbering time before your first fight, which I guess it's too late to do so now, but I mean, he's still at 100. He could probably still do it.
Alright.
You can do that after the first revive.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna solo it. No worries here. No worries.
Oh,
This is
there's
easy
no
solo.
Nova Flame and no Fantastic Four synergies. They, as of a solo, are not in my favor.
No Nova. Ugh.
Alright,
Yeah.
risk it. Alright. That was so risky. You guys will see that in a second.
I'm curious to see what. I'm guessing you went for a regen reversal.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh yeah, I saw it just now.
whoa.
yeah.
Let's see. Big Blue. You're gonna be-
Again? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm.
You like to live dangerous.
I am. Because keep in mind, Human Torch, his ability to miss is tied to his temperature.
Right.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
Man, when
I
he gets
don't have it
buffed,
still.
it's gonna be great for this Darkhawk matchup. Gonna be able to sustain a high temperature most of the match.
Yep.
What's his changes? I was not able to read through all of them.
What's up?
What's the changes to to Torch? I wasn't able to go through all of them.
His the temperature that he gains when you charge his heavy attack, the time that it takes to fill temperature has been increased by 25%. So he basically charges his temperature 25% faster.
Oh, that's nice.
It's very nice.
It's definitely a buff. Not
Oh
gonna
yeah.
lie. I haven't read up on any of it, but I heard Annihilus was also a, so I'm like, I want, like, just saying, I want Annihilus good, better than he is. He's good now. He's underrated, definitely. Yeah.
We don't speak of that. No. Don't. This is gonna be a problem. Yeah, that was. All right, that's the first death. I got back into a corner there and I tried for something a little bit cheeky. But as long as he doesn't get the regen, I don't really care that much.
Quick question. Have you set up the notifications from Tiltify?
No. I haven't set up the notification for Tiltify. But I do have a tab open.
Okay.
But this is going to be a long haul. I can tell you that much. This is just going to be me battering this down because I would traditionally do this lying on a bed, completely silent, trying to knock this off. So if you guys remember Seaton's first Labyrinth stream, view that in quality of this because this is my first ever live stream. So
I mean, it looks really good.
Thank you.
Like, very good quality, definitely.
Glad to hear that. But the big things that I'm watching for right now are his tech charges. So the Abyssal tech charges, I'm being very careful about playing around. Because if I do hit him with a special one, because everybody has their own things in this game. My thing is intercepting with specials. In this fight, I won't be attempting to knock him down that much because of the whole shift change thing. If I knock him down, especially with a 4-hit special 1, and he launches into a special 2, there will be issues. All right. I was a fool. I should not have done that. You'll see it in a second, but I think I may have just caused more damage than I could have possibly gained out of that.
Yeah, I guess your voice versus your stream is like, because like you said
so
you
weird.
died like.
Why can't I hear? Yeah, all right. I'm just gonna. I can't hear anything that you guys are saying. I'm just gonna switch over to a different device. I will be right back.
So the reason for that is because I'm a relatively new person on the YouTube scene, so I don't have access to low latency streaming right now.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing has a very long delay.
Yeah. Oh, so it's just, are you using OBS or what's it called? The other one.
I'm using Streamlabs OBS, not Elgato.
Okay. So
Elgato is also a hardware thing, so it's not just software. But in general, with Streamlink Labs, you can adjust the delay of the stream. I think nearly everybody has it. So even if I remember correct, when Seaton was streaming his run, he also had like 3 to 4 seconds latency. But you pretty much always have it.
Yeah, latency is always a thing. All right, I am. Ooh, I am not managing the charges that well. All right, he's at a special one. I gotta bait that to gain a few more charges, and get my temperature up. What? All right. Well, he just broke my block a bit there.
Ricochet says, "Are we gonna be lucky?"
What? You kind of cut off at the end there.
Ricochet says, "Are we gonna be lucky enough?" Aussie accent.
All right. Gonna take a guess that you said, "Are we gonna be lucky enough to hear the Australian accent?" And sure, mate. If that's what you want, then it shall be done.
It's a nice one, not gonna lie.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You should keep it like this.
Yeah. Just like Australian string.
I am fighting at 1% power and am about to die so unbelievable. Oh my god, he evaded. Alright, that's Alright, yeah, the end was near. Who's got a cat on call, Samantha? I have no idea. This is
I'm still waiting for it.
I got a cat somewhere in the house, but I don't think she's in. So
it was my cat in the background.
Chunky B says, "I heard." Well, he's pretty good. Definitely good in the abyss.
Didn't Chunky use Torch for his wasn't that who he used to get into the Summoner Showdown, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think he used him against Deadpool.
I mean, maybe. Chunky, can you confirm? Maybe, because he did win. I mean, he got to New York. So, I mean, you're like eating your own words here. What? No. He says, "Can we just name random accents that he?" I mean, somebody was doing meows and cat accents, so they said he did Iron Man Infinity. I mean, that's a good choice. So, it was not Human Torch, but all right.
Maybe it was Panda who did that.
Yeah, I remember somebody doing Human Torch.
Yeah, but for every temperature charge that Torch has, he has a 5% chance to not miss attacks. So it's useful for stuff like this where you're Right.
Hello.
Hey MSD, I can hear you clearly now.
That's a good choice. Oh, Anonymous donated $5 to the fund. I don't think that came up. Yeah.
I don't have a widget set up for it on stream, so I would have to check the tab that I have opened for it. So thank you, Anonymous. We appreciate the $5 donation.
Yeah. Every dollar counts for sure.
All right. How about you just go ahead and cower behind a block?
We already on $350.
Jeez, really?
Wow.
Yeah. $350 AUD.
That is really good.
Yeah, for
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Junkie?
Hello.
Not
What's going
much,
on,
man.
Chunky?
I wanted to say hey and tell you how awesome it is that you made that offer on Twitter.
No problem.
So I retweeted it and blasted on the bot to try to help you lighten the wallet some.
It's for a good cause.
Definitely. So how far are you going to try to get in the best? Is this just to test out, see what works?
No. I'm gonna actually be going for a full clear, but not all here. I'm probably gonna just chunk it off, make it a stream, pause after this, get some water, rest of the hands, enjoy life a little.
Good plan.
Are you gonna stream the rest of your path?
I might, if there's that much interest.
I'm interested.
Definitely.
Sure.
You have definitely. I thought my team was atypical, but yours, I saw a whole other level.
Yeah, once I get through this, I'll have the most bizarre abyss clear.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
It's fun to see the randoms in there.
Oh yeah, I'll just give you the title now. I mean,
no one is in here without purpose. Let's just say that. Name a character. Name a character on my team that you think is there for just shibs and gigs.
Because they look good?
I mean, I know everybody's going to want to say Ron, but he actually does have a purpose. Kind of.
Right.
Versus me, and they're taking in, like, Nihil giggles, literally.
I mean, Ronan, he can take down Red Skull with ease.
Yep, and that's the main reason why I brought him. Alright, that's another death with Torch, but honestly, this is looking like a 6 revive clear, which shouldn't be too bad. Especially on stream. I would, I tried it. I got a solo with the pre-fight and the full Fantastic Force energy, but I unfortunately don't have the liberty to use full Fantastic Force energy on this team. As much as I would love to use Thing for the majority of these fights, it's just not something I can afford.
So, are you going path 5?
It's the green one.
The green here. All right, let me pull up my map here.
Oh, which path?
Path 4.
Killmonger.
Okay.
Whatever the
Yes,
Killmonger direction is. I have
double dark.
Yeah, double Darkhawk. So this fight will be happening again.
Oof.
J-Rock says every death in this you have to.
I have to what? I'm sorry, you guys are cutting out because of Discord, but.
Oh, sorry. I said J-Rock said every death in Abyss you have to donate. I mean, geez, he's already opening up his wallet for every, like, I don't know.
I'm giving you guys duels for free, so.
Yeah, I'd imagine the dual picks are rolling in by now.
I haven't checked Twitter, but I'm kind of scared to.
Yeah, don't do it until it's all done, just in case.
I already got requests what the people should do which don't have Twitter.
Alright. You may have noticed me hit into his mist phase, but I was at 20 temperature, so I was able to kind of subvert the entire thing.
It's the beauty of Human Torch.
If people don't have Twitter and they are dueling, they can certainly pass that through to me online, and I will just hit clobs with every one of them.
I'm adverse to physical contact, but in this case, yes.
You got line, Chunky?
Chunky, BUDZ is the ID.
Okay, give me one moment because I'm just doing right this moment. And we will quickly connect.
Very nice rotation there, Clobbering. He almost smacked you with a heavy. Nice save.
I'm just, the worst case scenario is when it gets to 9 tech charges, and he's like, I have 1 bar of power, he is almost at 1 bar of power, so I can't bait it well, and he just, I have to hit the I have to hit it into his block so that I gain the smolder charge. But alright, there's the transfer of power.
But in turn, when you hit it into his block, you lose 4 of the charges.
Alright, well that's a blocked special too.
It's okay, Clobberin. Don't lose hope.
Yeah.
It's that was a good chunk right there. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it may seem bleak at some points with this team. Remember,
This is out of pure desperation to stay in a top 10 alliance. I want that to be completely clear. I would not be doing Abyss if it wasn't for the fact that I am in a a very nice alliance right now, and I do not want to leave. And prestige is very important, especially up this high.
that is true.
All right, I do love Darkhawk, but like I'm getting really annoyed with like, stop it. Like every other second, it's like, hi, Owen.
Yep, that's the Abyssal tech node. It's just
Yeah, it's a great time.
it's an excellent time, in fact.
Oh, absolutely. At this current moment, I am making my thumbnail for my Silver Surfer video that I'm releasing today. So, very exciting.
Dude, the Surfer playstyle is so good. I really
Oh, dude. Get ready.
What, heavy at the start and then special 1 when he gets into the Fury phase so that you get the extra added power gain refresh? Dude, I got you.
That's not how I play Surfer.
Ooh. Well, I gotta make so I have an idea for a video, and me mentioning it on here is probably gonna get it taken, but I am going to be doing a Legends run with Surfer and comparing it to runs with, oh my god.
Interesting.
Yeah, Legends run with Surfer, because Surfer's special 1 is so meaty. Well, not really meaty.
Balance.
It's a
Alright, what should my
Ooh.
title be for this video?
That was too much wall fighting. For Surfer,
It's a rank 5 and
it's a rank
low
5 Surfer.
one-shot video. Yeah.
Chad Chegg. I am on the first fight in the Abyss. It's just a matter of getting it down at this point, because I am sick and tired of seeing this annoying Darkhawk's face. And I just want to reiterate that this does not reflect my day-to-day playing in MCOC. This is just live stream because charity.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ouch.
that wall play is no good.
Rank 5 server, one-shot video. Yeah.
Chad Chegg.
I mean, you're doing really good though. I mean, better than like most people, to be honest, like me. But
There's a lot to keep track of in this fight. You got to manage his power, your power, and the tech charges. Not to mention the Abyssal Coward and everything else. So what I should be doing here is a lot more hitting into his block to build distance. And kind of putting off the coward node a little bit. Alright, he's at 9 charges, I'm at 1. And I am tired of baiting this into a wall. Alright. Let's make this happen.
Vanilla Thunder says, why aren't you? If you want me to be aggressive, I'll be aggressive. Yeah, I know that's not
The amount that you just cut off is just amazing, but I'm not being aggressive because of the power reserves. Right now, I'm trying to bait out a special 1, and that's how this entire cycle is going to go, because I don't have a way to counter his power gain, and once he goes into his stealth mode, I'll, as you're about to see, I'll have very few ways of countering it. And since I'm not Nova Flame, I don't have an immediate answer to his power management as much, because his regen is going to be very annoying, especially once it starts going in full blast. All right, there he is. He's at 9. Oh, perfect. Thank you for being so manageable, Darkhawk. All right, launch it. Launch it. Do it again. Do it again. I dare you.
Oh, that's perfect right there for my background for my thumbnail. That is absolutely perfect.
Nice. Gotta love a good surfer background.
Oh yeah, it's like you're moving through the vastness of space. So
Captain Bay says, "Just relax, bro. Live streaming hard content always makes it hard. Just focus." I hope it didn't cut out that much.
Oh, it did.
I should just get closer to the microphone, but
I don't know if that works. If you have push to talk on, or if your input sensitivity is like really ridiculously high, then it can sometimes cause issues with how it works. But all right, null mode, go away, null mode. No one wants to see you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. MCOC is just a glorified rhythm game, and no one can like say otherwise. And that's the truth.
no, you're absolutely. It is just a series of patterns that you have to master in different orders.
All right, and that's Darkhawk down.
Fantastic.
I mean, you still got 7% from where I am, but you know.
Yeah, it's the latency. Kiki13 says, "Shouldn't you just parry heavy and make him change modes?" Unfortunately, I don't have despair that high, so it would cause issues. So, all right, Namor against EX Luke Cage. This is going to be many revives, but his EX ability is simple: intercept or get good, son.
Okay.
Alrighty, pal. You got this.
And I'm doing a very simple tactic, it's called, as I like to say, beating him up with Namor so that he no longer breathes.
I like that name.
That's a nice name. Oh, by the way, what were you gonna say?
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that's some bull.
This sounds very bad.
Yeah.
I special intercepted him and he evaded the first hit.
Isn't that just absolutely swell?
And then he just comboed me into oblivion after. It's alright, so my goal is to get into outrage. A good fight will be 1 outrage, 2 furies, and just death. For him. I assume you just got to the point where that happened.
Yeah, oh my god, now you're getting okay, wow.
Yeah.
15k right in
I should actually
that one to
yeah. It's my best showings. This rivals New York Comic Con right now. How is that? All right, that's not an intercept.
By the way, Clobbering, DAM exclamation point T has donated $10 and Australian dollars to the Tiltify.
Thank
campaign.
you, DAMT. Appreciate the donation.
I don't want to say what. Okay.
We'll just keep it as DAMT.
Yeah.
How is Namor working so far? You'll see it when I see it. So, hopefully well. But a worst case scenario is I have 2 Furies up right now, and if he goes indestructible soon, which I can't see because I'm mid special 3.
How do I create a new template?
What app are you using?
GIMP.
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
It's Photoshop, but free.
Oh, then.
Yeah, basically.
Well, there's a lot of apps that Photoshop, but free.
This one's really nice. It's the nicest one. Save. No, I don't want to.
Anthony says, so special intercepts stoppable. Would hype be an option then?
So as I unfortunately just learned, special intercepts don't count as a valid intercept.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. So, EX Luke Cage's power gain suppression through his, just Luke Cage's power gain suppression through his normal outrage stacks causes issues with Namor's Imperious Rex power gain. Should have probably seen that coming, to be honest. All right, I can wait this out. There we go.
Oh, wow. Nice intercept there.
Looking at the guy who told Legacy to master his reparry, because I found it going in blind at New York Comic Con, and I was like, you know what, this might be a good idea for any sort of competitions or things that we have going on.
Yeah.
All right,
I've grown quite fond of the reparry. I enjoy it.
It's always good. So that was 200k knocked off with a revive, which looks bleak.
That's actually not. Yeah, but 200k off of 5.7. 50 more revives to go.
You kid, but
I may not.
ooh.
I hope.
Not to distract you or anything, but like I just logged into Twitter and like the first like 5 posts was people reaching out to you with the challenge.
Good.
It's like
That was so sketch. All right, this is gonna put me in outrage, and he's indestructible. Perfect. Exactly what the doc ordered. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough fight, but it'll be doable, especially with the Furies.
Yeah, if you get some good RNG with the crit.
A good crit special 2 is all I really need at this point. 1, 2, hit the 3, and I missed the 20%. All right, but
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
You got
indeed.
this, buddy. You got this.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Of course. Support is what drives us.
All right, but the issue is I'm running into his. Interesting. Oh wow, that was double stunned into oblivion.
That's nice. almost kind of him to great offer you not just 1, 2 stuns.
Yep.
What's up, Fark? Welcome to the stream.
I think it took Legacy like an hour to knock this fight down. Hopefully it shouldn't take me that long, but it might. And that's a. Who was that with? I think that was with Aegon. So.
Yeah, that fight with lags didn't.
Oh, what the? You're about to see this pop up on stream. I am so mildly upset. I should have seen it coming. I went for the BM because I was going to be an Imperious Rex. I went for the heavy, and he had a special one.
I just saw it.
It connected in all the wrong directions.
Oh my, what?
Oblivion.
That is a rough time, my friend. Rough time.
Don't worry, Clobs. I'm starting to get some screenshots in, so I'll send them through to Twitter to make you feel better. You're such a good dude.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words. All right, perfect. Finally, my first actual outrage activation while all the stars have aligned. Stealthy is indeed the best option for this fight. Killer 8967.
That was a quick question. You saw it. Damn it. Donated $10.
Yeah. DAM exclamation mark T. An anonymous with a $5 donation.
Yes, so for anybody who just maybe joined a little bit later, we're doing this whole streaming event. There'll be a lot of other streamers later on to collect donations to support Australia. All donations will go to the Red Cross. The donation link is in the description. And else, like what you see, follow Clover in Time, like the channel, do the usual.
Yep, this is I've been sitting on this YouTube channel for a bit, so it'll be nice to get some use out of it. I have some things I could be doing, which I'm excited for, but oh my! I think I may have just
a different coming out of you, Clobber, and I'm very concerned.
I've done something really good to the point where it really wasn't. I parried, and he was in his invulnerability phase. And
oh my!
The trigger, yeah, and the trigger only happened for the indestructible, or no, not the indestructible, the unblockable. So I end up intercepting him, but it would have been nice to kind of keep it there, you know. Thanks, Kat. I'm sure Namor appreciates your kind words. He's currently very indestructible right now, but
very, very
so indestructible, in fact, that you may say that me launching those specials was a waste. I like to think of it as an investment into the future.
It's a nice way to look at it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Luke Cage, for being so nice with the one taps. That's a lot more than one tap.
With them.
And that's a lot more than one tap. All right. At least I'm still getting 1 to 2 outrage activations per revive with Namor right now, but it's still going relatively well. Then it's about on pace with what I thought it would be. All things considered. What was that, MSD?
Let's get down to business. Finally making this thumbnail.
Hopefully, by the end of this stream, I will have defeated this Luke Cage, and MSD will have made his thumbnail.
Yeah, who's gonna finish first?
The tale as old as time.
That is. Alright, let's get you on there, mate. Oh, wow, that is a big Silver Surfer.
He said huge.
Okay, let's just leave you right there. Perfect. And then...
Yep, Akash, his Namor is indeed putting in some good work. Whew, that was... I'm operating on very low HP. But...
That's okay. You got this. Easy. Easy mode.
Getting... The heavy conversions...
What is deeper?
Heavy conversions are crazy. It's all about getting the right space at the right time, and I should be passing under 10%. Knocked off pretty soon, hopefully with this life. Darn. I was hoping I could get another... special in, but I'll take hitting for 2 to 3k per hit, non-crits, as a worthy trade-off. His physical resistance is crazy in this fight. All right, come on, man. I know you got it. All right, there you go. Not doing too bad on these intercepts.
Good.
And now he's indestructible. And he's at a special 2.
Oof.
So it's a good thing that Namor's like Magic in that way, where while he's in his best fate, Magic special attacks generate no power in the opponent, and Namor, while in Outrage, his special attacks generate no power in the opponent. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but
he's similar to Magic in the sense where neither of them generate power to the opponent in a certain way.
Yep. Oh my. All right. So turns out special. Oh, I like those numbers.
I'm about to see those numbers. Would you consider them, in a sense, big yellow numbers?
They were big yellow numbers, that I can say. The killer asking, do you have suicides unlocked, CT? It might make this fight a little bit faster. All right. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Especially because I am using Namor. And the next few fights are Namor fights. I'll go ahead and pop suicides on. But where to take the points out of? Oh, I know. Mystic Dispersion.
Probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm. And
we don't need MD at this time.
For stuff, because I know that I at least want Dexterity and Parry, but for stuff like Aegon and his damage cap, it's why you saw a lot of people running Max Limber. I don't own an Aegon, so...
Twins.
Yeah. It's like conjoined twins. I'm aware of your existence, but I kind of don't want to be there with you.
I feel you, mate.
Right. I know what y'all are about to ask, and no, I don't have the full suicide. I don't have 3 of 3. I think it's double edge that I just don't have, and I never got around to unlocking it. But considering it's the only thing here that I'll be taking damage in, and I do want the extra point in Coagulate for when I start taking things with Omega Red, it's going to be beneficial to just do it from there. So I'd say that spread's perfectly fine at the moment, and I'm good with the points invested right now.
What's the percent at Clobber and I currently am not able to look as I am hard in. I'm working on my thumbnail. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's at 86%.
Okay, I'm sad to say, but I think I might be done before you're done.
He's now at 85. So I don't know if that changes things, but
not at all.
Darn, I was hoping that it did.
As was I.
All right. I get worried about intercepting him while he has a bar of power. I know it's completely
that's a little risky
because it's
No. I find it very reasonable.
Barely saw the frames in there of that special 3 being active, but you gotta hit him or you gotta hit him. Is he indestructible? Yes, he is. Alright. Hopefully, now with Suicides on, I should start hitting the damage cap. Oh, Velati's sending over $10 saying, Velati and then a ton of numbers. I'm going to assume that that's like his IGN. Oh, that's a damage cap hit right there.
I guess
There
that
we
means
go.
you completed your
1%
challenge.
down.
I am... It's not that I'm afraid to check Twitter, but a part of me is screaming, "You fool! That money could have been spent on good things, like Abyss."
I mean, you are donating to a good, like,
Charitable cause. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Oh no,
it's
I'm not against donating to charity.
yeah,
But
I get it. It's just like
there's a
like it's to a
scope.
good cause.
And I appreciate everybody so far who's just done amazing things, like checking out the stream, supporting everything, and just being here for all of the streamers who are participating in this. And thank you most of all for everybody watching right now, because this is my first ever live stream, and I'm glad that it could be done with you go. Could be done for such a charitable cause, and such a good cause at that. So this attempt is at least knocking off 5%, which is, thank you so much to the killer for that great little tip about suicides and using them. Nelm asking, why do you use the heavy attack first to trigger Imperious Rex? I'm using the heavy attack so that I get to a special 3, so that I can get the extra power gain. What in the... Alright. That was kind of a little bit upsetting, but at least I'm doing 10k mediums. And that's a stun and a death.
Did you answer Neil's comment? He said, why do you use the heavy attack to trigger Imperious Rex?
I'm triggering Imperious Rex naturally through getting to 30 outrage charges. But in terms of why I'm using heavy attacks for the conversions, I'm using that so that I can spam multiple specials and hopefully deal a lot more damage than I could normally. Once I get to 2 or 3 Furies, then he should start hitting a little bit more. But yes, he's below 80%. Everyone shall rejoice.
That is a good sign.
Means I have to... Who knew that spending less could indeed be spending more?
Now just think, Clobbern. I just have to do this exactly what I've done 4 more times.
Control C, Control V, my friend. It's a friend to us all. And yeah, I'd say I've definitely gotten to a rhythm for this fight so far. Cat Murdoch, if you post them on Twitter and they're just chilling, I'll count them. It's about having an independent name in the little thing, and that's all that matters. Seriously.
Matt, you gotta share it on Twitter. I think you said with your IGN, right?
Well, the screenshot should have your IGN in there. I'm not a member of the CCP, so I can't do any donations or any giveaways, but I am giving money away, and that's perhaps the best prize of all.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to a charitable foundation. You can feel the warm fuzzies without having to sacrifice the warm fuzzies. Not really. Sacrifice is a bad word for it, but... Alright. Oh, alright. Well, that kind of walked into that one. At least I got 1 Fury out of that.
This Luke Cage does not want to die.
Yep. He has, one of my favorite nodes in this game is one called, Continued Spirit, and it's a Luke Cage independent node, so it can't be for any other champion besides Luke Cage. And it's every X hits in his combo, he gains an indestructible buff back. And it's like, it has some sort of insane requirement, like for every 6 hits on his combo, he gains an indestructible charge back, and it's only on defenders. And for me personally, if I get hit 6 times in, say, Act 6, I'm already dead. Having his indestructible pop up is not worth the whatever the drawback is. In this case, his indestructible reactivating. But for content like this, like Abyssal Legends and Act 6, it's just a matter of getting it done.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience with Namor. I run him in AQ a lot. And Cage just evaded, and I launched directly into a special 3, so that's a little bit nice. If you send it through the line app, contact Cat or Chunky B. They're kind of managing it there, but
I don't know. I have Namor at R3, I think, right now, but I'm trying to save all my mutant class catalysts for R2ing Domino.
I can tell you right now that the changes to Namor won't affect his viability in fights like these. In fights against bleed immune champions, alright, that was a mistake. But in fights against bleed immune champions, his ability and viability won't be changed. It's just in fights where the opponent could be bled, and if you're running suicides. Those are the only two conditions that it's like, alright, I can see some sort of noticeable change. Besides that, he has the same viability in matchups against this Luke Cage, against, say, a Korg, against any champion that makes you go, huh, this person's bleed immune and is an annoying defender. I guess I should use some sort of champion for this. Namor answers all those questions.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back, man.
Hey, Smash.
You saw the new donation?
From Velati?
Yes.
Yeah. It came up.
Remove it.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So to the $400.
Nice.
Great.
Yep. All right, let me see if I can get
I just feel an awful sense of pain watching you go through this fight with Namor.
Well, hopefully that pain doesn't spread to my fingers, and we should be good. But yeah, it's
hope not.
It's definitely Who are you planning to take it with, Mr. Also not having Aegon?
Well, see, I have a few chances to get Aegon next week, but if I don't reach that criteria, my plan is to probably just tank it with
What, Namor?
God, I don't have Namor.
Uh-oh.
I feel like a lot of people are saying Stealthy might be able to take Luke Cage.
Oh, Stealthy Stealthy is the best option for the Abyss. Stealthy is the only champion that can pretty much solo every single non-dot fight, like, with ease, because he nullifies the kill criteria of the Abyss.
Yep.
Yeah.
She-Hulk and Spider-Gwen do it as well. They just don't do it as effectively because you have to manage getting your heavy attacks in. With Stealth Spidey, it's just in your combo, so that's what makes him so viable.
Yeah.
I never even thought of Spider-Gwen. Yeah, that might work.
Yeah, that might be who I have to use for Luke Cage. Might have to rank 5 my She-Hulk and just go absolutely New York Comic-Con Blitz Brigade, like, insanity.
You're about to see me miss a parry while I have Outrage up, while I'm at 30, and while he doesn't have a bar of power. I don't know what sort of demonic power has consumed me, but I will say this. I'm embarrassed for myself and for others. I swear, top 10 alliance.
No. You're good.
Forcing you to do the Abyss to stay in or something? Because, like, they kind of...
Come on. It's... Those last two runs have been utterly abysmal. Haha, Abyss. But yeah.
Ooh, yay, fun jokes.
Funny jokes? Well, my wallet just gets completely wrecked in here.
Funny jokes while my soul gets shattered without having Aegon, Nick, or Doom.
Funny jokes where I don't have ideal counters.
Oh, isn't it just the best time?
I love making jokes about my lack of RNG. It's perhaps my favorite thing.
Yeah. I mean, hey guys, if you could just, kabam, if you guys are listening, just send Clav and I over an Aegon. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're watching. I'm just not sure they're going to be actually doing what you say. But
okay, well, here I'll put it down on the line right now. If my next 5-star basic is Aegon or Nick Fury, I'll do 100 one-hand push-ups on each side and record it and upload it.
Well, I I think an idea not as incredibly far out as, say, attempting to bribe an official in a game environment is to kind of petition for an Aegon arena again.
I would love that. I would commit to an Aegon arena.
Like, it would be kind of suspicious, and I'm sure they would receive flack for the community for, like, running all of the ideal counters to the Abyss in, like a quick succession arena type thing.
Right. So, like, you know, after the next champion that's gonna be featured, they run Aegon, then they run Nick Fury, then they run Stealth Spidey. You know, that'd be a little like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here, Bam. I don't like it.
But, like, just one.
But
like,
if they
maybe subtly dropping in an Aegon in there, like a good Aegon arena. I'm sure those cows would sell well. Tryhard's asking, "What's up, man?" And the "What's up" is the number of revives used during this fight. It's up significantly.
What's up is this Luke Cage's health pool.
Yeah, I imagine if that invisible woman bug existed on him. That would suck. Please don't allow me, whenever I make the recap video of that, to just cut to when that happens for me. That would be
y'all keep talking about Aegon arena. Like, I feel so bad because, like, I pulled Aegon like when he first came out, like his first batch of Christmas as a 5-star.
Over in time.
What's up?
I sent out all the information about the duel, and I skipped over one detail about the name of Special 3 again, and I got now around, I don't know, 15 or 20 screenshots of duels killing you, and I'm having trouble to get them to do it again with Namor.
You know what? If they did it once, that's enough for me. We'll count it. Well, I'll count it, because I'm the one counting, but...
That's great. I just wanted to run it by you.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine, Kiryu.
That's great.
Do you prefer Kiryu or KT1?
That's
I'm not
Smash.
anyone I mesh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Was he in
awkward.
here?
No.
Oh.
But
Oh my!
Thank you, Mash. I can't wait for the tens of comments. Like, they don't even sound similar. You know what? I just died because he evaded the first hit of my special one, so I'm gonna count that as divine righteousness and karma.
I think that's well suited for that. Yeah.
So
Oh
that's
my.
Mash. That's not Kiryu or KT1. I don't know. Question's still open. If you want to tag me on Twitter at some point, like, hey, what do you prefer to be called? Still up on this.
like, hey, I didn't know I tuned into stream.
I actually think you're not the first one who mistaken me for KT1. I think before also somebody wrote it, and even now somebody wrote in the chat that they thought I'm KT.
People, okay, so we have in Clobbern's stream, we got Mash Gaming in here, we got Metal. That's who's in here right now for everyone.
Metaltonic Dude, I think, I don't know how it was for you. It was cut off. So Metaltonic Dude, MSD.
Yeah. So
yeah, I need to like get closer because I keep cutting out, and I see it now.
Yeah. All right, so he's down to like a health percentage that isn't too. All right, he's about to go into his annoying phase where I have to do the skill thing to actually get him out of it. All right, I couldn't even get off a special.
He's about to go into the phase where you got to do the thing that causes the thing.
Yeah, you know the thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, my one goal in the community is to just cause extreme confusion by switching accents every single time I stream. All right. So, another downside to running suicides in this Luke Cage fight is Luke Cage deals extra damage for every debuff on you, and because Namor has no way to shrug the poison debuff, if I get clipped by Luke Cage once, the fight's over. So it's a little painful. But Richie V commenting that NY718 is now the top dude in AQ. For like the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'm gonna assume that the rankings are gonna go crazy because as people finish the Abyss and people complete it before day 1 or day 2 of AQ, it's gonna throw the rankings into turmoil.
Oh yeah.
And the viability of rank ups are gonna be crazy because pulling a 6-star that you can rank 3 and having the option to just rank 3 it immediately, especially if you're sitting on one or two champions or 1 or 2 catalysts that you can rank up and you're just waiting for something specific like a dupe or an awakening gem. Like as soon as the top 300 legends get announced, there's going to be a crazy amount of prestige bumps because a lot of people are waiting to use their generic 6-star awakening gem until the top 300 runs come out, because once that comes out, they can confirm like, hey, I'm getting an extra crystal. Excuse me. So say Seaton, he's waiting right now to. That was unfortunate, but he's waiting right now to use his generic gem on, I think it's Silver Surfer. If he gets
Seaton
that crystal,
is?
Yeah, Seaton is.
Yeah.
If he gets that crystal and he pulls a cosmic after using his generic on Surfer, that's gonna be unfortunate.
Painful.
Yeah, painful it's a word that you can use for it.
Hey, maybe he'll learn how to play Surfer, at least in the way I perceive as correctly from my video that I just uploaded.
So do people like Surfer now? Because like I've liked Surfer, like I've heard crap about him like since he's been released, but like
I'll give you the rundown of why people don't like him. So basically, Silver Surfer's playstyle is much more unique than any champion that's been released this year. It requires a finite amount of precision and patience, but once you reach the pinnacle of his damage output, it is very easy to keep the rotation flowing smoothly. But people don't want to take the time and learn how to play Silver Surfer properly because they just want a champion like Corvus or um, Nick Fury that just has that instant damage gratification. Whereas with Silver Surfer, in his overall uniqueness with his pseudo abilities and his phasing mechanic, he has his unique and quirky interactions. Whereas Nick Fury and Corvus, they can just tank through a lot of stuff, but they don't have quite as unique and interesting interactions as Silver Surfer does in certain stipulations.
So great
bottom
thing
line
about
is people,
Surfer,
yeah.
Besides from all that, because I know your bottom line is he's amazing, but
Yes.
And this is going to be so BM to people in lower tiers who haven't encountered this already, but he when he launches a special attack and gains a new debuff, he refreshes all active debuffs or all active buffs on him.
Right.
And also all buffs are paused when he's launching a special attack. But if he's on that node that has Unstoppable, he'll refresh the Unstoppable debuff and keep it up pretty much permanently throughout the entire fight. That makes him a very annoying defender unless you have someone to nullify that Unstoppable.
So really, he's just
true.
But he.
You just cut out so much during
Yeah,
that.
I know. By the way, you got a donation. 9-inch Nail donated $29 in Australia.
Thank you, 9-inch Nail. Don't know why I went for that. All right, yeah, that's
he's a unique champion, and I hope the video that I released kind of sheds light on his damage output potential, because it's not the most efficient Labyrinth Star-Lord solo, but it is quite an interesting one. And it kind of came down to the wire because he kept evading and like doing that thing where he walks up and light attacks and starts going into a combo when you're trying to bait a special. So that's kind of fun. But nevertheless, I think he is a very underrated champion.
Well, I think it was I don't want to mix up the Kabam names on this one because the Kabam employee who was on Legacy's stream,
John.
all right. Kabam John put it in no uncertain terms that Silver Surfer was a very good champion, but many people lacked the understanding of his playstyle in order to utilize it to its fullest potential.
Yeah.
I agree with that full-heartedly.
I mean, they
And-
say that a lot about a few champions, I think. They've said that before.
They said that
But-
about Doom, and that's especially with Abyss and Doom being one of the four horsemen. It's crazy to see, like, a month ago, if you ask someone how's Doom, they would be like, oh, it's a prestige champ, obviously, and good at managing powers, but niche. And the Abyss, it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna need Doom for this.
Exactly. Yeah, he went from, oh yeah, he's just the number one prestige champion now, whatever, to he's one
Number
of the
2
four
prestige
horsemen.
champion.
Yeah,
That
I
is also
remember.
true.
I remember, like, whenever CCP was testing him, they were all like, he's kind of underwhelming. And I'm like, he's okay. He's pretty good. And I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But, like, I thought he was really good from the start. Him and Surfer. Doom and Surfer.
A lot of champions don't have the time to shine in their respective content that they're really good at until that type of content comes out. So you'll get a
Yes.
champion who, I don't know, is meant for long-term fights that come out in a period where we don't get another piece of long-form content for another few months, and it just creates a unique situation where that long-form content's going to appear way down the line, and that champion's going to become insanely good. But at the time when that champion's coming out, a lot of people don't have a use for long-term content being cleared. So say, like with the variants, I think that's changed a lot because you're having people face off against challenges at a semi-regular pace or cadence, as Kabam loves to use. And we know that these are coming. And we also know that they each have gimmicks. And by the way, I love the most recent variant. It's by far my favorite to
You know what I just thought?
to play.
And if you remember, they said, like, before Abyss was released, they were like, they weren't expecting anybody to finish. They did. So they were expecting to release Champion to be able to clear Abyss easier. So there's going to be champions down the line that are way easier to complete Abyss than there are now.
Absolutely. And
Yep.
I think that's what their kind of original intent was. But you have to consider the fact that we have champions like Aegon, who, you know, he is a legendary weapon when you have his awakened ability unlocked. And it's already been proven that you can 100% Abyss without having to wait for any fancy champions that are supposedly coming out this year, because all of the champions that we have so far in the game, only a handful of them can or have the potential to 100%. So I kind of like that we already have the characters in game that have the ability to complete and conquer Abyss as a whole, but also the fact that we are going to get champions down the line this year that are also going to help with Abyss completion and exploration. So I'm looking forward to what champions are released and how effective they will be.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. 2 Furies into a special 2, and he goes indestructible. And I know it's all on timers, and I should have seen it coming, but it still hurts. I can still be mad, darn it.
It's okay, Clobberin. He's almost halfway down.
He is
All
halfway
right,
down
yeah.
on my stream delay.
You know something about your
Well,
channel?
okay,
I mean,
good job.
Your channel, since you started streaming, tripled in followers. You started with 16, now you're at 51. And you got more live viewers than followers. I think I never have seen that before on a live stream.
I'm happy to be the first, but yeah, if I will be making a lot more content, especially in the future. I kind of been putting it off because I really wanted to make content that I could be proud of. I wanted to make a video that says, and I can look back on and be happy about it, and that requires a lot of preparation. And
And this is a great way to do it.
yeah, And it's very hard to do that, especially in the environment where there are so many streamers and there are so many opportunists and there are so many ways to go about the things that I want to do. And that's it's hard to make something unique when everybody's attempting to make something unique, is how I would put it. But I have a few things that I really want to do. I have a 27-page Word document on a video that I'm making that should be coming out hopefully by the summer. And if you want some really nice content, I promise to not overload your sub box with anything too ludicrous. You won't see my 2-star rank ups happening anytime soon, but if you want to see some really interesting stuff, I would recommend subscribing.
Yeah, subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I will be right back.
All right. Have a good one, MSD. Oh, if you're going to be right back, then that isn't.
Dragon sent over 10 Australian dollars saying, "Hey, Clark." If it didn't cut out that much.
Yeah. I just heard Dragon and then Hey Clubs, and that was it. But I can see your message here. I don't have it set up on stream just yet. Sorry about the name or death. I was busy reading it. Dragon asks, "Hey Clubs, how many Namor screenshots do you have?" The answer is I don't know. I've been staying off Twitter, and because I'm doing a little bit of Abyssal Legends for charity, but
I can tell you that I got from the German community currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15 screenshots.
All right, so 15 screenshots there. I have my Twitter notifications turned off on my phone, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Once I turn them back on, I'm ready to be completely inundated, but I look forward to it because that's what I've done so far. I have the donation goal set up on the top, and that's about it right now. I didn't have time to do the entire config because this is my first ever live stream. Oop. All right, come on. All right. Well, I didn't get stunned, but I did die. But
we wrote the $410.
Nice. Yeah, but thank you, Dragon Faye, for the $10.
And if anybody else wants to donate, there's a link down in the description. There's instructions right there in the description too.
Yeah, I copied and pasted them from I think your stream, so besides the giveaway part, because I'm not CCP, and I'm also not at the level of YouTuber where I can do super chats, which kind of helps in this a little bit because I'm not hogging any of that Aussie dollars for myself.
Yeah, there's a few of the Australian streamers that are that don't super chat yet. So
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop talking for a quick second and just kind of focus on this fight as a whole, because I'm just throwing away revives at this point, reading chat, and managing everything. So if you don't mind reading them up on a bit, I would appreciate it.
And in general, anybody who's going on the Tiltify donation page, you will see there is maybe just donate per PayPal. Even when there is saying PayPal, as soon as you click on it, you can donate through credit card or PayPal. And if you use credit card, no registration is required. You just can do as you wish.
Oh, come on. All right, it's those evades that get me. And I think that's what happens for everybody for the most part, but that was I'm not even getting one outrage in these fights. We got 40 minutes left, if not a little bit more, before we do the handoff. And I don't know how long I've been on this cage, but it's been a while.
I think you've been on him for about a solid 50 minutes, 40 minutes.
Let's see. That sounds right.
Yep. You got into Luke Cage 47 minutes. I mean, I think it's possible you could complete it before stream ends. Definitely.
Yep. Mortius, I agree that 1% of 8 is just for the troll. Well, it's makes the content more dynamic, and I also love how Aegon shuts it down too. So, 10 reasons why I want an Aegon. Well, 5 reasons Abyss Paths, and other reasons I want an Aegon.
You've probably explained this already, but why did you choose Namor Cage?
I don't have an ideal lineup at all for the majority of these other fights, so I had to essentially fill in my map with champions that I had already ready to go. So, for example, this Namor was originally supposed to be a Medusa, and I decided a little bit later, because I was going to use Medusa for stuff like Darkhawk and Killmonger, but why nullify their damage when you can just reflect it? And Darkhawk, of course, taking him with Torch, etc., etc. I decided, hey, why not just use a champion that I'm more familiar with? Because I did my entire Labyrinth 100% for with Medusa, but I'm a lot more familiar with Namor right now because I use him in AQ, I use
Labyrinth
him in
100%.
W Labor. Yeah, my Labyrinth 100% with Medusa, and hopefully I won't have to do my Abyss 100% with Namor. But if I do, I look forward to that potential.
I look forward to doing it with Human Torch and Guillotine 2099.
Yeah, but I'm more used to just being in the spot where MSD is right now, commentating over streams, but I'm happy to be in the hot seat for this one because Australia's in the hot seat, and I wouldn't have it any other. Well, I feel like that was about to get phrased so wrongly, but
yeah, I'm very glad that you stopped yourself there. That would have been a runaway train of
uncertainty. But I'm used to being a commentator, but I'm happy to take up the reins and be a streamer for as important as a cause of as important of a cause as the Australian Wildfire Donation Fund. There we go. Third tries the charm.
There we go. Good job.
Did I mention this was my first stream? All right, time to go do a Namor fight. Agreed, Dragon Faye. Let's do like 20 of those. Maybe 50, I don't know, 60. All back to back. I didn't completely die there, but
you died on the inside, though.
I died on the inside.
But haven't we both?
What's up?
What if
For
you
Luke
try
Cage?
Singers to bring, to nullify the indestructible and everything?
I would, but with class disadvantage in the Abyss, he has a 10% chance to evade. So.
Okay, forget about it.
Not to mention Symbiote Supremes, a good chunk of his damage comes from launching the multi-special 2s, and I just took off Mystic Dispersion for the...
Forget about it.
Yeah. It's a good shout, though, in most forms of content, but in this type of stuff, not the best. Oh. Sorry, I'm just flubbing these fights. But in comparison, every revive that I'm using for Namor is the equivalent of one screenshot, roughly. So, if you want to drain my pocketbook even more, take a screenshot of you dueling me. My in-game name is Clobbern but if you want an easier way to find me, you can just look up Seaton, go to Alliance, and then scroll down a lot. But if you want to duel me with a Namor and use a special 3 against me and take a photo mid-special 3 animation and post that on Twitter and tag me in it, I'll donate $1 to the Red Cross under your name. An Australian buck.
Speaking of donation, you got a $10 Australian dollar.
From Dragonfang? Or?
From Arnie 2. He says, let's do this.
Look at that.
Let's do this indeed, Arnie. Thank you, Arnie.
Dragon says, it's okay. We enjoy watching you suffer.
I can tell. I can tell you do. Those 51 likes for essentially an extended Luke Cage the movie.
Luke Cage versus Namor, Dawn of Justice.
This is basically another episode of Luke Cage.
Yeah, this is what could have been. It's the
Could've seen
Disney
this,
is
guys.
just trying to kill off the Netflix series. That's all it is. Oh, and I get off the 3 Furies. This could be a big special too. Oh wait, damage
3.
cap. Hoping for those crits, so I at least push the damage cap. That was a 5k damage, a 5 and 11k. That was. I expected a lot, and I was let down significantly.
I am sorry to hear that, my friend. Can you gentlemen hear the rustling of my paper, or is that a sound that you are not
Privy
hearing?
to?
I mean, kinda.
It's there,
Okay.
but it's not to
All
the
right.
point where like we have a jet engine
will-
out the side window.
I will lessen that extreme.
And you thought I was cutting out bad.
Oh no, you're much worse. But yeah, that's about the tier. It's all Discord. It's all their voice channels because we're in a separate Discord that was kind of made rather quickly. We don't have the largest designated spot for it. It would be great if we could use a few nitro boosts on it, but until that happens, which it probably won't, we have to deal with this audio quality. But it's great. We could have someone
Shame.
random pop in right now from a very select group of pre-curated streamers and commentators.
Yeah.
Like we could have Brian Grant pop in right now, which is probably not going to
Yeah.
happen. I probably shouldn't have said that, but hey, he's
I
on the
think he-
schedule.
He is
You
on the
can
schedule. I
take
did see that.
preview.
He is.
Yes,
He's on there.
he will join. I think around 6 hours.
He's later tonight.
But also quickly, you can check out Cat Murdoch sent something also out on Twitter. He will do some like drawing prompt of their choices within reason for anybody who is donating at least $2. So yeah, you should maybe join in if you want some special painting from him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I put a link in the chat to Kat Murdoch's Twitter
Okay.
post. She's gonna have her own little giveaway.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
I love cat stuff.
I was actually very interested to see if she was going to do kind of an illustration of the 4 horsemen. She tweeted that to me a few days ago, so I'm very curious to see what that will look like.
Nice. I love how
Maybe you need
Namor's...
to go prompt her that.
Oh,
Hi, I'm not BG, but I decided to stop by Globs. What's up?
Hello.
Someone say random guests. Sup, Dragon Faye?
Dragon.
Hey guys.
I'm busy playing.
I was gonna say, how you enjoying Luke Cage?
He's like a bad Tootsie Roll.
Ooh, that comparison was rough.
I'm sorry. I just have crippling memories as a child. Oh my god, it's even worse because I was talking about those flavored Tootsie Rolls, like the. Oh god. You know what? It's just New York
my.
Comic Con all over.
We're
again.
giving Globs flashbacks, man. Flashbacks.
Clob, are you okay, man?
Oh, God.
You need to hit the pause button, take a breather.
So I feel like I should elaborate on this story so it doesn't make me look like a horrible individual of any sorts. But as a kid, I'm still technically a kid, but as a very young kid, I used to do Easter egg hunts at my grandparents' house, and they had a huge forest in the backyard. And I was over there one summer. It was during the summer, of course, so Easter had long passed. And I found one of the eggs from a previous hunt. It was chock full of those flavored Tootsie Rolls. And me
no.
being a very young lad at this time, expiry dates were foreign to me. And I just decided to go crazy
Oh
on him.
no.
And
Oh no.
I did not, and I still hold to the truth this day that Jolly Ranchers are just old Tootsie Rolls, and no one can convince me otherwise because that's all the stories.
You know exactly what those taste like now.
Oh, I do. It's markedly similar. It's all I can say, and I've been
Did
put
you
off.
say- Did you say Jolly Ranchers are old fruit Tootsie Rolls or vice versa?
Jolly Ranchers are old fruit Tootsie Rolls.
I think the opposite. I think Jolly old Tootsie well, fruit Tootsie Rolls are old Jolly Ranchers.
Aren't Jolly
That's
Ranchers just like hardened sugar?
Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't
and they're
that what
delicious.
most? Isn't that what most?
Okay, but if you're
pieces of
talking about
candy?
gross Tootsie Rolls, then Jolly Ranchers don't count. Jolly Ranchers are crap on your teeth, but they're not horrible. They're yummy.
You know what I
Yeah.
like on a fine any
have
day?
no idea which cake you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just like to sit down, contemplate my existence, and have a nice cup of ice water. That really gets me going. You know, I'm very content with that.
You sound very healthy too.
Yeah,
I
I've
was
seen
just
those
about to make
Namor
that same
cosplay
comment.
photos.
I feel like I live a relatively healthy lifestyle.
Look at MSD putting us all to shame,
Yeah.
man.
Not intentionally, guys.
I know.
I
I'm
feel
just like
constant-
I'm sitting here eating pizza, and I'm like, wow. Here you are talking about drinking a refreshing glass of water, and I'm like chugging energy drinks. Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
that
hey,
was.
by the way,
What's up?
I said, by the way, you got a $3 Australian dollar donation from Uberlift saying Uberlift.
Uberlift indeed, sir. Thank you for your support.
Uberlift, yes. Uberlift. I can't. My head canon for everybody who has a name markedly similar to a brand is that it's actually that brand donating money. So
Yeah.
like we just gotta. Like I know it's probably for someone's, for a giveaway of some sort, probably cats. But my headcanon is that the entirety of Uberlift, like from the CEO down, just decided, you know what, we should send $3 to? This.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Here, have 3 random dollars, and everyone like, what the heck is going on?
They had to get it checked off with like, can we afford this with the millions of dollars that we make? Like, what's the, we have to run
they
it
were
by
con- They were contemplating $4, but they don't think they can afford that.
you know, it's too much of a. All right, I got the stun. So.
Too much of an investment to do $4,
Yeah.
and it makes it even worse when you consider the conversion. It makes it like $2.71. Uber approved donation of $2.71 specifically.
They're so nice.
Massive commitment from their side.
Like no,
You know.
no shame to the person who actually sent that over, but my headcanon is just.
Oh yes, please know we're riffing on Uber, the company, not on the person who actually donated $3. We love you for doing the donation. We're gently mocking the company, not you in any way, shape, or form. So thank you for your donation. It is tremendously appreciated. And we're coming up on our first milestone, which is $500, and I'm super excited about that because that's awesome.
Nice.
There's no face cam, so nobody's doing any dances, I guess. Wow.
I mean, you could do a dance. We just wouldn't be able to see you.
True. I have a very
No, thank you.
squeaky wooden chair that I'm in right now, and I traditionally play standing up because I have a standing desk because I enjoy torturing myself, which is why I'm streaming The Abyss right now. But
Aw.
I found myself dancing to songs, but like very very subtly, you know, like the type of dancing where it's like, am I really dancing?
Like a
or is
kind of-
this just
You're like sitting in your, kind of moving your fingers a little bit, kind of doing a whole body shake.
Snap
You're
your
like,
fingers.
what's going on here? You're kind of, oh wow, this is a good song. Kind of, you're just the whole body things going on. You're like, okay, all right, guys, what's happening right now? I don't really know how to
Like, help! The music has taken control of my body.
Right, exactly.
I have no idea what's going on. Last I
There are
checked.
always certain songs that do that, right? Though that you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's this song. I can't wait. This is my jam. All right, I just like
It
to.
is my jam, mate. Are we gonna do a British or Australian accent for the whole stream, yeah?
I feel like we're mocking
No,
the people.
I'm gonna watch the group of you do that and laugh. So
I feel like
no,
we're
no,
mocking
we are
the
not.
people currently affected by by bushfires. If we were to continue doing this.
Yeah, let's not do that.
What if we say we
Yes,
donate?
please no.
I'm donating a
I mean-
large amount, like you get some sort of pass for doing the accent, like yeah, you're chill with us. You donated money towards the cause.
No, I need like, you know what I need? I need Fark or Seek to like come on and judge your accent. That's what I need. I need like, okay, here, rate their accent on a scale of 1 to 10 for how bad it is. Go.
And for every
I thought that was pretty good.
I mean, Clobbering, you rated my my accent at Comic-Con, and you gave me like a solid. I mean, yours is definitely spot on. That's at points during the convention until you spoke in your normal tone. I was really thinking, is this from Australia? Like,
Hey,
Is
you
he
wanna
really?
know
Is he
the
really
best part?
Australian?
This isn't even my
What?
normal tone. This is not what I normally sound like.
speak normally.
Hey.
I'm curious.
wait.
No.
My
Wait,
register
huh?
is my register is down here traditionally. You're hearing a much
just-
higher version of me traditionally, but I do voice acting, so I take the opportunity to just test out different voices when I have it. But yeah, this is my normal tone. And I just go up here for live streams, for a lot of stuff, but it's not that different, but the subtle change in raising my voice gives me a whole new register to play with.
Yeah, it's very peculiar to see that being your actual voice, kind of a little lower than I expected. Originally, I thought this was your Kabam Mike, aka God-given voice. So
Amen.
I was just about to say amen and you beat me to it. I was like, oh man, no fair.
That's perhaps the most whiffing that I can potentially do, but
Good job.
ooh, followed by the KO.
All the setup, and you will later join us here in the voice chat. So,
KT, is this a KT raid of some sort, or are people confusing?
No, I think it is MASH in the background, actually.
I talked about this earlier, and I'm not sure if you were here for this, but
you actually can hear me good, or I'm pretty quiet?
Yes, we can actually. Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're there.
So who am
Floating
I?
ominously in the distance. Yes, you're there.
you're
Sorry, it broke up. I didn't heard what you just spoke.
Yep, but people are saying incoming raid and KT1 raid. Oh boy, you guys are about to go from very high quality gameplay to Namor versus Luke Cage in the Abyss. Which
But speaking of Namor, if you want to help donate to Australian wildfire relief, please go duel Clopper in Time, who for every Namor SP3 screenshot sent to his Twitter will donate $1 Australian to the cause. I'm
Yeah.
putting mine up right now. Just saying.
Or if you yourself want to donate, there's a link in the description.
yes, any help is
Yes.
appreciated.
Yes,
Clobber, and
we
you
got
want to know how
another-
long?
We just got another donation of Storm Chaser, nearly $15. And it's glad the MCOC community is helping out. Nice work, guys. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you for your support. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. Fantastic. Absolutely. Thank you so
Wow,
much.
I am. Yeah, KT1's in chat. The actual KT1. This is upgrade. Wow. I'll never get over your Twitter bio, KT. Turn on that limber mastery, says Coop. Starfighter.
Heavy on the apple juice.
Yeah.
Apple juice.
But I've been. What's the time count on this Luke Cage fight? Because I've been here for more than an hour at this point.
You've
We
been on
don't
here
really- I mean,
one
do we
hour
need
and
to-
7 minutes.
Yeah, do we really need to put a timestamp on Eternal Damnation?
Well, he is at 25% health, so this is it's lower. Lower than
This
what?
actually, I'm not. I might incorrect. This might actually be a more efficient run than Legacy doing it with A for the first time.
I've
Just the amount of damage per revive seems a little beefier than each time, because I think he was just a little overzealous with getting the intercepts, and that was just. But I could be wrong. But this is so far with the one of the most atypical counters I've ever seen. Is not that horrendous.
CT. Not that horrendous. MSD. Good review.
So I want to know who are the horrendous counters then. Come on, give me and I'll caveat that with horrendous but viable counters.
Yeah, I was about to
Because
say
I don't want you to turn around and say,
Annihilus.
Annihilus. Well, hey, Annihilus is still good. I don't want to say like who is crap? I went to go say Colossus, and I'm like, no, I can't say Colossus anymore. He's good now. And I did the same thing for Spider-Gwen. Or Juggernaut. So who's a very bad viable choice from your perspective?
Any Mystic Champion because of the evade.
Yep.
Which is
that was a nice 76k crit there.
Nice, always.
Yeah. Any Mystic champion, it doesn't even matter if it's a champion such as Doctor Doom or Symbiote Supreme Clairvoyant. The 10% chance to evade can really just screw you up. That's the only way I think I can put it. It can just really screw you. Can really detriment your run. So any Mystic champion is not a good viable counter at all. But if we're referring to counters that are horrendous but viable, I'd have to put Namor on that list at least somewhere.
I mean, yeah.
This Clobberin, he's really pushing through for us right now, so gotta put credit where credit is due. Namor is kind of getting the job done a little bit, sort of, maybe. So
I think he could be finished before the stream's over. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's a heavy maybe.
16 minutes, go, boom.
Well, I am about to enter assassin range, and I do have maxed out assassin, so it
that
could
will
be
definitely
more.
Assist.
A 60% damage increase would not be.
So hey, Klops, quick FYI, your donation link is busted. So can one of your mods, pretty please, share the donation link in stream?
That's That's an issue because I copied and pasted it directly from Chinova's stream. So
yeah, I pasted the bit.ly, so you can use the bit.ly and that works.
Yep.
So I think the link cuts off. It's like you're missing half of the URL. So I think that's what happened when you pasted it. But I put the bit.ly in chat if you want to grab it, or if one of the mods does. So sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to put that out there.
Right, it's no problem. Also, the Josh Soleil, that I think it's amazing that we got him on, but the donation link for that one is also busted.
Yeah, again, I don't know what happened because it's the same link. So
actually, I solved the Josh Soleil one, so I can fix this. You added an extra word at the end of it. I think it's like than. So if you look at the link's URL, it's the full accurate link and then just a random than. So if you remove the than, it should work.
Okay, I'll fix it.
It might be it, but that was the issue for Josh Soleil's. Is that how you pronounce it? Soleil?
I believe so. Soleil. Josh Soleil. Josh. Yeah, I believe it's Soleil.
Either way, if you use the bit.ly works. So
Josh Comic-Con.
Josh Comic-Con.
That works.
Josh Con.
All right, that was
the guy who freaked out on stage.
Tiny mugs for your tiny tears.
Yeah, that was great. I remember him saying back before he was the tiny mugs, what does he win? A t-shirt.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that on the stream and like
It was interesting to say the least.
Something else.
Get a t-shirt, walking off stage 2 years ago, or now 3 years ago, with a T-shirt. It was nice.
Well, it's
nice.
better than walking off with nothing and just a feeling of sadness for missing a special because you're playing on an iPad that you're not used to playing on.
A T-shirt and bragging
That's-
rights, of course.
That's facts. Well, now I have the T-shirt and bragging rights, but 3 years ago, that was the sign where I needed to redeem myself.
Yeah.
Dude, you had a great redemption arc.
Oh, I think I did.
Not to brag, but
Not to, pat myself on the back or anything, but
not to toot my own horn too drastically.
I mean, if you remember, I think it was like last what's his name? Top Milo, I think it was. Like he just like competed. I don't think he won, but maybe he did. And like he just said he's like starting his own YouTube channel, and he got like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers that weekend.
yeah.
It's
Like,
winning New
bragging
York
rights for
Comic Con.
sure.
It's winning the NYCC Ultimate Championship gets you out in an audience in front of 250,000 people. That's some big boy exposure right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of exposure, definitely. To know that at least 100,000 people have seen the video from Seed and Stream, and thousands more watching the live stream, and maybe even at this point millions of people have seen what's happened. A bit surreal.
It's I'll let you know that the inverse is also true. Due to my I don't know the right word for it. Performance at New York Comic Con. I'm
Oh, I believe I know what you're referring to.
I'm grateful that it wasn't live streamed and it wasn't public, so I have a potential redemption arc in my future.
Oh, Clover, that's as simple as that. Just get on stage, win or lose, no matter. Just clear your extensive vocabulary from such
Oh, yeah.
profanities.
Yeah.
I'd say I've been pretty good this stream.
I would say I haven't heard
Uh,
anything radical.
I've said funk a few times, which backs
Yeah.
up what someone at New York Comic Con thought I said.
I like
speaking
Phil's
of-
yes, Dragon and MSD and Nova. They're commenting.
I was about to say, don't forget.
I just wanted to let you know we are on $461.
yeah.
We got
KT1.
Nice.
$23 asking Namor, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
And I just want to let you know, I think Drastic Grinding will be ready soon, and
No pressure,
uh,
Cloverin.
This
for this, I just wanted to let you know about the screenshots about the duels. As I said, I messed up with communicating this with the German community, so I got a lot of screenshots with any other champion. A few of them with Namor, but it's around. I will need to count again, but I think like 18 or 19 screenshots of duels, and around I think 5 or so with Namor.
wow.
It's your decision what you're gonna make out of it. I just want to.
I say it. Oh, wow, I whiffed that hard. But my stance on it is it does have to be a Namor screenshot, but it's I would like it to be the special 3, but I'm donating it. But
As long as you receive a screenshot
honestly,
with your name tagged in it, that's kind of the criteria I think you're going for
Probably
here.
gonna hit the cap, but hopefully we hit the cap and it doesn't matter, because that way I can say that everything got donated. But if it's a matter of hitting the cap and not hitting the cap, and it's like super close, I'll just hit the cap, because why not? You know, it's for such a good cause. Speaking
Gentlemen
of which,
and ladies, oh no, go ahead, please.
there's a donation link in the description as you watch me get furiously pummeled by Luke Cage, and you can watch my suffering happen real time.
Yes. Speaking of pummeling by Luke Cage, ladies and gentlemen, do we have a counter on the revives used on this Luke Cage?
I don't think Clobbs wants that.
No, I don't think I do at all. Some people are
Well,
complaining about volume, so I'm gonna raise you up.
if you so cherish a revive counter,
I don't want to
I
know.
might. No, you're not interested. Okay, all right, noted.
I like if you duel Clobber in time and then send a screenshot tagging him on Twitter, he will donate $1 to the what's it called?
Red
Tilt Supply.
Oh.
The thing that we're doing.
Same thing. Yeah.
And not to mention, there's also a separate duels event happening online right now. You might have seen it around for people in the aligned duel community who are giving away gold and crystals and stuff like that.
But then also, Kat is also doing a thing. I forgot what it was.
Love it when Kat does things.
Yeah.
So she's taking prompts, and what she's going to do is for every donation, so confirmed donation, so whatever your display name is from the Tiltify site, and a suggestion to her for prompts. I think she'll be picking 3 randomly to fulfill. So she's running her own little contest on Twitter. So make sure to check out. I think it's at Cat Murdoch, if I remember correctly.
I think it's at Cat Murdoch _art.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. That's cool.
And speaking of donations, you got another donation. He sent $20 in Australian dollars, and he said, "I messed it up. I cover it up." Yeah.
Completely understandable.
Yeah.
What's the in-game name? Clobber in Time, but spelled with it's not an asterisk.
Apostrophe?
Apostrophe. Yeah, that's the word.
The writer comes in handy. I was gonna say, I like here's if you want to find it easier, go look up Seaton and then scroll down in his alliance.
Yeah.
Though I confess, I looked you up twice in the alliance before I realized we're friends, and I was like, oh, I made that way more difficult than I needed to.
All right, you got 7 minutes to clear 7%. You think you can? I think you can. I have faith.
Ooh, that is misplaced, buddy. He's down to 6%, but it's a struggle. Yep, that's the correct name, MSD.
Yeah, you're almost there, dude.
Come on, Clobber.
I should probably. You know what? We're so close anyway. I'm just gonna boost, and I'm gonna take a breather. Hopefully after this Luke Cage is dead, but there's a rhythm to this fight, and it's about getting it down. But thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. This is my first live stream, which is hard to believe considering the caliber of people we have in chat, on call, and the entire hype that surrounded this event. And I'm glad that I was able to kind of break ground with such amazing people in such an amazing environment. Thank you to everybody.
It's been awesome. And for those who don't know, we have a whole schedule. We have people going for another, I think 27 hours straight through the evening. So if you need something to do while you are doing an arena grind, or you are looking to just hang out and get the word out, let them know that the streams are going to be going on for the next 27 hours.
That's a lot of time.
It is indeed.
Yeah. And guess who gets to be awake for most of that? Hey!
All of us.
Yes, accurate.
Before I did that, I messed up the German brand of the news, so I covered it up.
Oh.
What was that? Couldn't quite hear him. Matt says, Clobberin, remember your old buddy 2 cents? Really? Is that you? Cool. Ah, darn. Alright, well, good news is if I fail an intercept and get smacked, because of Namor's hydrokinetic armor, the damage reflects on the first hit.
On the first hit, exactly, is the caveat. And hey, I just want to call out, we're at 481.39, which is $19 away from our first milestone. So with 4 minutes left in your stream, I would love to know if we can hit our very first milestone. So if you were thinking about donating, we would love to have you help us hit our first milestone.
Do not hesitate, ladies and gentlemen. Do not hesitate. If you are thinking about it, proceed.
But don't feel obligated, of course.
Yep.
Exactly. We're not trying to force you here.
No, but if you want to make Klobbs do it, you can go duel Namor, or you can go duel Thor Ragnarok. So
That is true.
if we're not able to donate, you can make him do it. So go check out his profile and duel his Thor Ragnarok with a Namor.
All right. This
Captain Bay says, "Get that one shot, boy."
Oh no! From the time that comment was probably made, I have probably died many a time. But I'm wow, this is. I can't believe I fought Luke Cage for over an hour. This is
Hour 23 minutes.
Yeah, this is definitely a dedication fight.
For sure. I would have given up by now. Definitely.
I would have probably delved into the stages of insanity.
That too.
Following the mild effects of hallucination.
Huh. I like skills. Yes, you do have to use Namor. All the details are in my pinned tweet. And remember to just tag me so that way I can see it, because it's important.
Let me just put it this way. He has lots of tweets, and I am pleased. I'm looking through the replies to his tweet right now.
It's done.
Is it?
It's
I mean,
done.
you're still at 2%. But
Oh,
Wait.
Clobbers.
Did it actually finish? Did you do it with 2 minutes to go?
are we done?
and he finished it on time. Like I said,
The
I'm
suffering
amazed.
has ended.
The suffering has indeed ended. We're all very happy for you, and I'm sure you are.
That 85k crit to finish it. What a beauty.
Now we're all going, where was that 85k crit earlier when you got the 5k crit?
Well, the funniest part was I think I had 4 Furies active, and I went for a special 2. It dealt 3k, 3k, 11k, all non-crits, and I was like, great.
You're missing all those outrages, man.
I love all the Gwenpool dialogue.
I mean, increasing the what is it?
Congratulations.
Just in time. Thank you.
Congrats.
Is that Kiryu?
It is a Kiryu. Yeah.
Is this?
European.
Oh, hello.
Hey. The only way I could tell you guys apart is because of the distance from the microphone. Alright, so fork in the road time.
Before we already got mistaken for one each other.
Yeah. Trust me, multiple times. This is a thing.
The benefit of being a lady in the community is, other than Katie, I don't get mistaken for people, which is actually really nice. But everyone tends to think I'm Katie, which is kind of hilarious.
I just beat Luke Cage, so it should be going right. I don't want to mess this up.
He does not want to repeat this and do it again.
What can go wrong, man?
Many things.
Just
all right.
Do you guys hear me fine?
Oh yeah, you're perfectly fine. I have all the desktop audio turned up a lot, so all the commentators should be pretty high. So I'm going to the right here. I just want confirmation on it. I can see it. I have confirmation from the map that I have physically printed out. So, gonna go right on here to encounter Killmonger. No
I had a fun
whammies.
time mapping out the paths because I did the first path technically involving 3 different paths. So every single other clear that I did, I had to kind of like randomly draw it out myself to make sure I cover it all.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
That
says
was fun.
Dragon sounds like Katie. That's fun.
All right, so.
Which is funny because we sound nothing alike.
Oh yeah, nothing
Like,
alike.
literally
First
nothing
of all,
alike.
There's like 78% less laughter.
Well, yeah, but you know.
I do have a lot of nervous giggles, but it is 6 o'clock, which means my Twitter thing is now done, and we have a new stream to link to, right?
Not quite yet.
Does he have a
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
hey
I
I can
Crafty.
indeed.
Hey, guys. Unfortunately, I'm having some technical difficulties for whatever reason, so I may have to come up with some backup plans here in a second.
Someone
Okay,
say
feel free to ping Mash or I if you need trouble shooting help. We've helped people go through a couple of them. So,
Got it.
Clobs, you've
Thank
been
you.
ordered to stall. Go.
someone's
Well, get it
thankfully
on.
I have a very good opportunity. Very good opportunity to stall with an actually favorable matchup.
Wondering, just one
It's
second.
time.
If you finished your Twitter event now, maybe you should just take a quick look and see how much you got, so we can maybe share it on screen if you want.
Ooh, all right, that's a fun idea. So let me just suffer through this first Killmonger, and then I'll do a
I'm
stream
trying to
overlay.
advertise something potentially being wrong with Abyss or a certain gaming company messing up, but you see that Abyss enhancement, it technically doesn't work as soon as you drop a level 1.
Yeah, I noticed because the 100% ability accuracy, it shouldn't affect hydrokinetic armor because it's a defensive ability. I think it's an offensive defensive ability. I don't know how it works, but it should mitigate all bleeds.
Should, but drop a special attack and you're good to go.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Are you loving it? Are you really? That's the question.
I'm suffering. This is probably the highest high point that I've gotten so far.
Man, I just really want Aegon.
Me too, man.
Luke
I
Cage looks
wanna get-
painful.
I will say you're my hero for doing it with the Domino Trinity. That was very, very wonderful. Made me very happy.
Well, it wasn't wonderful.
Yeah.
I have
I
no
mean-
doubt you confirmed that I'm not going to do this for a very, very long time.
Yeah, but when Clobberin showed me his team before, I thought my team was crazy. But let me just say, I tip my hat to you, my good friend, because this team is on the brink of insanity.
I have no idea how I'm going to deal with Collector.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned.
Unit man,
I wanted to
here he
say, I
comes
think
to
I
the
have a
rescue.
slight idea.
What's your idea, Kiryu?
Enlighten us, please.
Well, it's gonna be loads of team revives and a lot of frustration, a couple of hours, and maybe a couple of Odins.
Oh,
Don't forget the alcohol. There's going to need to be alcohol in there.
yeah.
Between all of that, there will be some adult beverages. I have a feeling.
Probably over the course of like next weekend or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's not
man,
gonna be
I
like
spread-
one evening kind of task.
I made
I
sure
spread my
to
run over 4
complete
days.
this monthly EQ before going in. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure to 100% everything before I step in. And you'll notice on the Twitter poll, I had what's his face as an available option to do a cornucopia a lot. So it's going to be interesting. All right. So, I am going to leave this up in the image, and I'm going to go for a browser source. Actually, no, I'm just going to do a display capture and then crop it to fit. All right, perfect. Let's take a look at some of these big boys.
I wonder how Symbiote Supreme would fare in this Killmonger matchup with the
Badly,
armor breaks.
I was
because
thinking about Omega though.
Yeah, Omega would probably,
makeup would
fair-
be a good idea, but
well,
I have a feeling your team is going to be the team that's talked about the same way that guy who did a lull run with Black Panther is going to be talked about. Like, it's just going to be with a vague sense of pity, disgust, and yet subtle admiration that you dared.
all right, there
That's
we
a-
go. The Twitter link should be live. So if you guys are looking on my screen, you should have a very nicely cropped little tweet thing where you can see my horrible, abysmal, absolutely god awful team.
I'm actually going to be trying something similar to this as well. As in, like, I'm going to purposely not take in Aegon, Human Torch, Nick Fury, or Doctor Doom and try and
Wow.
figure out which path I want to do.
That is bold to say the least. What
Yeah.
team composition are you thinking of?
I kind of want to test out Guild in 2099.
Well, I can tell you firsthand that she is not as good as you may hope.
Okay, so I might leave that aside. I do have a bunch. I want to bring in perhaps Hyperion.
That would be very interesting.
I'm kind of thinking of Ghost, but I probably won't take her in because that would be kind of like a bit too boring. Maybe Havoc. Because I think Havoc can do a lot of damage in quite a few hits.
Howard?
Havoc.
What?
Havoc.
Havoc.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what?
All right. So, do we have the A-OK from Crafty? Because I might just scroll through some of the people who've sent me some nice messages.
Scroll through the nice messages. I was told to wait one more second.
All
So
right.
should almost be done.
Oops.
All right. So, I'm not going to bother to count them now, but I am going to scroll through them loosely. And they're higher up on my feed than I can see messages. So I can choose to remove them if need be, but... So,
I like that it has a screenshot of Abyss on top of his head. That made me happy.
So, the killer 8967 can't get to a special 3 with his 3-star. I'll count it. It's a lot. There's a lot of a lot of tweets here. Wow.
That's a lot.
Hey man, you issued the challenge.
That's
Anybody counting the dollars?
I'll
Not yet.
Oh.
I mean tweets.
I'll count through them in the end, but
I think we're definitely gonna make our first milestone though, based on the tweets I'm seeing. I think we're definitely gonna hit our first milestone.
We're not too far off, are we?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm
Very
sorry.
close.
I'm currently at a tweet where it's someone named Clobbering Time, but it's a thing. It's a thing profile, and it's a 4-star thing. And I just like to applaud whoever's account that is. It's not mine. I'll still count it because it's Namor dueling against an account named Clobbering Time, but
But it's not you.
Wow.
Close enough, but it's
Close
not
enough.
you.
That is
the dedication.
Oh my god! Wow, I see.
That's
it now.
funny.
That is wow. That's perfect. That's
some dedication. I'm not gonna scroll wheel through it. I'm gonna glide through it so it's nice and gentle on the eyes.
Clobbering, I gotta say, I was really impressed with your Legends run. Your Legends run, Abyss run. Like, let me just say, chef's kiss, moi.
I thought that was a Kabam employee. Like, who was that? Was that Nova?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's just, it's a lot of. It was very long. Someone had a revive count where I think it was a little bit less than 40, but slightly higher.
yeah, 38 apparently. 38 revives.
Not fun.
And now we all do quick grade school math to see how many units that was and make Clobbs really sad.
Many.
Well, that's almost 1,500.
Well, I'll give you a.
Doesn't mean you're actually supposed to do it, but you know, hey, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I mean,
1520 exactly.
That's not horrible, but I mean,
That's $50. That's how I'd view
50 $50 on Luke Cage.
it. Wow, I just want to highlight this screenshot from Mad Dog HT, who this is the first time ever using Namor in game. Only have him as a 4-star 110. Here's the level 3 in the final beatdown. This is a screenshot of 185 hit combo against Gladiator Thor, which of course Prestige is ranked up, but it's insane that this was this person's first time using Namor, and he was able to get to a 185 hit combo.
I actually know that guy as well.
Yeah. I know him too. He's a very skilled player. But,
I love that. I love that both of you were like, "Hey, I know that guy." That's awesome.
And
Which is
there's
typically
Cat's
challenge.
little photo, and there's Dragonfrey's retweet. All right, there's nothing further than this, so we can actually count up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, second, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Is that the same? That's the same person, so that's 30. 31, 32 from Mr. Smiley Co. I know him. 32 and 33. So that's, I'm sure a lot of people have a few online, but that's a significant amount, and I'm happy that everybody were able to show up for it. Good stuff,
And
guys.
perfect timing because we have the next stream live. So Nova or who's the other moderator? Or anyone else who is a moderator. I just put it in the general chat. Please grab. Please copy and paste because I don't have the wrench in this particular stream.
Oh, you're about to get it.
Oh, thank you.
No need to sidestep that. We go way back.
This is true. This is true. I think I qualify for a blue wrench. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So take it away for the handoff. I just wanted to let you know it was ready.
As you know, this is a whole big transfer thing, but I'm gonna ask you guys to leave my stream and pop over to that stream and have a good one. And enjoy. It's just crazy for this to be my first one, but it's time to hand off the reins to Crafty Grinding for his MCOC Community Fights for Australia. And enjoy. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the stream. I gotta go probably eat dinner, probably stock up on a few more arrives and make a donation. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the streams and just head on over there. I'm gonna still keep talking for a minute or two and keep, like, seriously, just hop over in there. I'm gonna paste the link a few more times to the point where it might be considered spam if I weren't the owner of this channel. It's a very nice perk to have. But thank you all for the love. I will keep doing this until concurrent viewers just kind of drop down to like the 20, 25 zone. But I hope you all enjoy, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night, everybody.
Thanks for all the donations, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
And if you want to donate, there's a link in the description, and there's a link in Crafties. Have a good one,
I
guys.
want to take this moment and also say a big thank you for being part of this whole event. And you raised a lot of money, and you will donate another nice pack of dollars on the donations. And I wish you luck with the rest of the Abyss run, and take your time and don't get distracted. You can do it.
All right, I will be suffering through. Just have a good one, guys. All right, this is CT signing off.